Alright, this is my 2020 Sonata SE. It's a base model. I don't have a factory amp or anything in it, not to my knowledge. Just got something called HD radio or some shit. Not much of a bass head, but I wired everything and I couldn't figure out my head unit. I'm wired it to a stock head unit, and I ended up taking it to the shop. So I don't know what they did behind the radio per se, because I couldn't figure it out. I could not find a wiring diagram on here, but I'm pretty sure they got into a red and the blue wire into my 38 pin harness on the factory head unit. I'm not too sure though, but I got the wire going through into this grommet, and that wire goes all the way through here. It's going through the trim. And it's coming out of the bottom of the trim. And obviously, since I'm on a stock head unit, I got a LC2i converter, and I've got an 800 watt Skar amp. I'm only rocking 110. That's the SDR 10, 1200 watts. I just dropped my phone. Fuck yeah, I did. That's fucking crazy. I swear to God, take two. But fuck. And I wired majority of the stuff, but the shop had to do some adjustments because, again, I'm not no bass head, and it was my first time doing anything. But I did the white wires and the blue wires all connected. I hooked all this up. They added the black and red wire. I assume to get power to the amp from the LOC or the LC2. It's quite loud for a single sub for a 10-inch. So, and I had my dad tune it to my liking to where it's not clipping. Again, I don't know much about it, but I'll let y'all hear it. This is quasi loud for it being what it is. So we got the car turned on already. Alright. This is baby mama's phone, but that doesn't matter. I listen to it on 40. Got bass now. Still got that bag, still got that gun, still got that cash, still got that stutter, still got that cash, bitch, you shut it now. I mean, I don't even have it on 40, but like. Singleton SDR.
Jealousy make a man go crazy. Money make a motherfucker hate me. 1,000 bitches, they all wanna date me.
Y'all get the gist. It's I mean, for a singleton, it's a lot louder on the inside. I don't know if it's because it's like a newer car and the installation is different, but I used to, like, I'm 22, so back in the day I had a 98 Malibu and I had 210 Sony Explodes, and I thought that bitch was fucking loud, and this is by far the loudest system I've ever owned. This is my second system, and I mean, so when I turn my car off, the amp does stay on, but when I get away from my car and open up my door and I lock my car, it does turn off eventually. It takes like 2 minutes to turn off, and every time I come to start my car, I get near the door, the LED lights under my handle will come on and the amp will turn on before I even turn my car on. So I think it's wired up to a constant power. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I'm not really much of a bass head, but this is the 2020 Sonata SE. But even on this side, I've got the speaker wires. I know I hooked up the speaker wires to this, and that's why I was saying I think they rewired it to the red and blue wire on the 35-pin harness, and it goes behind the radio down through here. And the radio tightened everything for me. And I mean the radio company, the place I went to, they didn't rewire anything that I put down, and I only paid like $200, but they cleaned everything up, flushed it. You can see there's a little bit of speaker wire right there, but it's nothing too crazy. And they had it wired all the way through the trim piece. But yeah, that's 2020 Sonata on the stock head unit. It's a singleton 1200 watt SDR subwoofer with the 800 watt amp and the LC2 converter. I hope this kind of helps if you want to. I mean, it's a little weird.